What's going on, guys? Today I want to talk about a super cool aquarium plant, Moneywort, and how to take care of it. This is what the plant looks like there on the left. Ruby's over here hanging out. We just got done doing a live stream over here. I actually decided to do the live stream in this room over here, and we were talking about this aquarium filter made by Higer that also does water changes, so that was pretty interesting. I also have some new goldfish in this 125. I have a video coming on that. We'll also be doing a cool setup and review video on this tank. This is super interesting. Have you ever seen a tank setup like this where the lid just kind of hinges and lifts up like that? I don't think so. So let me know in the comment section if you've ever seen that tank or if you know who makes it. A review video is about to come. So let's talk Moneywort aquarium plant care and how to take care and set up this plant. And the reason I decided to do this video on Moneywort aquarium plant care is because I'm changing around some of these tanks, and I figured it would be cool to kind of talk about it because what I'm doing is I'm removing this plant from this tank, and it will give you a good view of the root system. And I'm kind of just moving around plants in this entertainment center build in all the tanks. The plan is to take all the Moneywort and put it in a tank over here. And the reason is because it just doesn't look right next to all this guppy grass. And I'm kind of going to devote this tank to just kind of purely guppy grass for now. And as you can see, I'm kind of specifically putting different plants in each tank to look better. All right, so let's talk pure basics on taking care of the aquarium plant known as Moneywort. For starters, Moneywort is a stem plant, and this means that it's going to get most of its nutrients from the root structure. But here's the crazy thing about the plant. It is so sturdy and easy to take care of that it will survive on just taking nutrients from the water column. Because as you can see, this tank only has sand in it, meaning it's getting zero nutrients from the substrate, and the root structure is still crazy. And the plant is doing great. And it literally just kind of makes do with what it has. And if it doesn't have any nutrients in the substrate, it's just going to absorb nutrients from the water column. It's literally that adaptable. And that's what makes this plant, you know, usually on the top 10 list of easiest plants to keep in this hobby. And as far as planting this plant and the root system, it is a stem plant. So all of the roots are going to grow from the stem itself. And this is how you propagate it. You can literally cut the stem at any point. It does help to kind of, if you find some shooters coming out of the stem, it helps to cut it near those shooters. But pretty much anywhere where you can cut the stem and just plant it in the substrate, it is just going to have regrowth. Look at this root structure. It's absolutely absurd. That shows you just a couple months of growth from planting this. And it has zero nutrients in the sand. Can you imagine if you had a nutrient-rich substrate? And that's exactly where I'm going to be planting this Moneywort, in a tank with a nutrient-rich substrate. I'm going to be putting these plants in a tank with a dirt substrate. Just because I want to watch this Moneywort kind of take off. I've seen it do super well in this sand tank, but I want to put it in this dirt tank so I can just watch and see what it does and explode in growth. I think what makes the Moneywort aquarium plant so popular is, number one, its leaf structure is super cool looking. If you notice, a lot of artificial plants try to mimic what Moneywort looks like. And secondly, how easy it is to grow. So as you can see, I'm planting these roots right now. What I do is just kind of run the root structure over my fingers and kind of just jab it into the substrate. It's really not rocket science. You could also use some plant tweezers. It's really up to you. I know that these plants look absolutely terrible, and it's because they've been in this sand substrate in the tank before this. And I'm aware that I kind of just tossed them in there for now because I got these plants from a local fish keeper. And I'm really kind of wanting to showcase this plant. The Moneywort plant is a beautiful, beautiful plant. And I think getting them some nutrients in the root system with this substrate, with the dirt, is really going to do them justice. So yeah, guys, I'm kind of just geeking out with plants here. What I'm doing is experimenting with different plants and different substrates with different lighting and different water parameters. I'll be honest, I'm going full geek mode on these plants, and I'm testing all of the cheaper Amazon lighting choices. I'm testing some higher end lighting. Guys, I am obsessed with this stuff right now. Let me know in the comments if this video helped you on the Moneywort aquarium plant care. Hopefully I can kind of help give you some guidance in taking care of this plant, planting it, propagating it, how to feed it, how to plant it. I talked about literally everything that comes with taking care of the Moneywort aquarium plant.